Alright, Smaje. So, I know we've only practiced it a few times, but we're going to keep practicing with our reading books for the week. Practicing the chart, it, say, and so. Or it says, I say, and so. Okay? So how we go through and do this, remember, just like we went over the other day, on this side in this box, you're going to have your questions. And it says, read the question. Can you repeat that for me?
Read the question.
Good. So then we go through and we have our 3 columns, and we need to remember what we put in each one. It says, find information from the text that will help you answer the question. So it says is all from the story. Okay? So when we go through and we're all finished reading, we can look back and say, oh, and we could write exactly what the story tells us. Okay? The I say is, think about what you know about that information. So I say, think about who knows? You. So from what you read, how can you write that in your own words? Make sense? Okay. And the final one, and so. Combined. Ooh, that's kind of a tricky word. Combine. Put them together, right?
What the text says with what you know to come up with the answer.
Good. So it's almost kind of like how we were doing our math, right? We had this one and this one equals this one, right? So we know that we're going to put these 2 together to get that one, right? Awesome. So let's go through, and I'll read the question first, and then you repeat it so we can keep in the back of our mind and we can be thinking of these questions before we read the story. So as we're reading, we can remember, oh yeah, that was a question. I'm going to remember that. Sounds like a plan? Sounds good? Can I get some knuckles? Awesome. Okay. So first, let's go. I'm going to read it, then you repeat. Okay? Why did Letitia need 100 things? Go ahead.
Why did Letitia need 100 things?
Awesome. Question 2. Each of Letitia's books were about what? So here's our story. I'm going to read along with you, so I want you to read out loud, nice and loud. And I want you to start with finger into the first word and read me the title.
The 100-day project.
Good. Go ahead, we can get started. Nice reading, Smaje. So now after we read that whole thing, we'll keep this here because we need to say, it says, I say, and so. So remember, it says is from where?
The book.
The book, right. So exactly what the book tells us. I say is who?
What?
We should write Smaje says, right? And so, we combine the book and Smaje, we get our and so, right? Alright, so here you go, pick up your pencil, yellow or purple, and let's get started on question 1. Now we already read them, but we read a lot in our story today. So let's go through and we can read the question again and we'll think, and we'll go back in our story to look where it is.
Why did Letitia need 100 things?
Alright, let's look.
And yeah, it says paragraph 5. And it says Tuesday is the 100th day of school.
Okay, so why did Letitia need 100 things? You read it. Tuesday is the 100th day of school, so that's what our text reads us. Awesome. So now let's move on to the I say. So we know that the story told us she needed 100 things because Tuesday was the 100th day of school.
So I could put
So how could you say that in your own words? How would you say that?
the 100th day of school.
Okay. And does that answer our question? Why did Letitia need 100 things? 100th day of school. So remember, and so. So how could we take this, what the book says exactly, and what you say? You said everybody. We said every student and teacher in the school. So how could we connect everybody with what you wrote?
Every student, no. Everybody in the school.
Awesome, Samantha, you're right. Because in the first one we wrote every student and every teacher, but you said everybody, and you're right. Everybody in the school. Great answer. Nice job. Okay. Let's. Oh my goodness! Before we flip it over, what did we forget at the top first thing? Thank you, sir.